Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on December 18, 2025, about 5 days ago. This paper introduces DataFlow, an LLM-driven framework that automates data preparation with nearly 200 reusable operators and an agent that turns natural language specs into executable pipelines while reporting up to plus 3% execution accuracy in text to SQL over SYN-SQL and about 7% average improvements on code benchmarks. The paper is titled DataFlow, an LLM-driven framework for unified data preparation and workflow automation in the era of data-centric AI. Okay, and the implications for scalable, reproducible training data pipelines are quite significant. Also, the authors shared a pretty full GitHub repo for DataFlow. You will find the core Python package with modular LLM-powered operators, plus ready-to-run pipelines for text mining, reasoning, text-to-SQL, knowledge base cleaning, and agentic RAG. The repo also includes quick start install steps, Docker support, and links to deeper docs and tutorials. Table 1 clarifies what really distinguishes DataFlow from other large language model data prep toolkits because it frames the differences as system design choices. The whole table lays out dimensions like primary focus, programming model, and automation, so it is a quick map of capabilities. The DataFlow column emphasizes large language model-driven synthesis and refinement, plus a PyTorch-like operators and pipeline style. The automation row also highlights a pipeline construct and debug agent rather than just recommendations. Figure 1 explains how DataFlow turns messy inputs into reusable, high-quality training datasets through a single standardized pipeline. The full diagram lays out the DataFlow system from ingestion to downstream applications, so the big idea is end-to-end reproducibility. The DataFlow core block shows storage plus operator and prompt template zoos, with large language model serving as the execution backbone. The DataFlow command line interface and DataFlow agent sit on top, because they standardize and automate pipeline construction. The ecosystem section then shows extensions that let teams customize safely without breaking the core abstractions. Figure 2 shows why DataFlow operators stay modular, because every operator follows the same read, transform, write loop against a shared storage layer. The global storage abstraction means the dataset lives in one canonical table-like structure with key value fields per sample for things like prompts, responses, and scores. The top code block shows the run method pulling inputs with storage read, applying operator transform, and pushing results back with storage write. Figure 6 explains how DataFlow agent turns a plain language request into a working, verified pipeline. This figure shows the full workflow diagram, which matters because it replaces ad hoc scripting with a repeatable multi-agent process, and it still checks that the pipeline actually runs. The left side covers intent decomposition into sub-intents. The middle shows operator retrieval, reuse through a prompt template, or code synthesis when something is missing. The right side runs pipeline verification and debugging, then reports the final pipeline. Table 5 shows that the DataFlow math reasoning dataset delivers the strongest overall accuracy gains with only 10,000 training examples. This table summarizes benchmark scores after fine-tuning for one epoch or two epochs, which just means one or two full passes over the same data. In the one epoch block, the DataFlow reasoning 10K row reaches the best average. In the two epochs block, the same row also leads, edging out OpenR1. Table 7 shows that the text-to-SQL data pipeline lifts execution accuracy across several benchmarks, especially after fine-tuning on the synthesized corpus. This table covers the full grid of results, split into closed-source models, open-source baselines, and two fine-tuned families. Majority voting means the model samples several candidate queries and picks the one that most often executes to the same answer, so it can beat greedy decoding. The DataFlow text 2 SQL 90K rows stand out with higher averages for both MetaLlama 3.1 8B instruct and QN 2.5 Coder 7B instruct. Alright, two takeaways stand out. DataFlow treats data preparation like a first-class, reproducible pipeline with reusable operators, and the agent layer makes those pipelines much easier to specify and verify. The broader implication is that better training data can come from stronger tooling, not just more samples. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.